Apple event 2021 recap. Let's go. I'm just gonna get my space gray, black, whatever that thing color is, my MacBook real quick because I took some notes. This is definitely a MacBook. After a big ceremony and Tim Cook saying good morning to us, they started to talk about Apple TV Plus. Like basically new shows are coming up, like the morning show. If you have Apple TV Plus, I think you will enjoy that. And then they started to talk about the new iPad. Actually, we have two iPads in this event. The first one is the new basic iPad. And the new iPad has a 13 chip in it. CPU, GPU, and neural engine is 20% faster now. At the front we have 12 megapixels ultra wide camera with center stage. It just tracks your face and keeps you in the frame. It's a really cool feature, and it has improved autofocus and low light. It has a true tone display and it supports the first generation Apple Pencil. Ships with the iPadOS 15 and starts from $329. I feel like this iPad is great for kids that like wants a tablet and they can draw on it. You can do whatever you want it because it has the A13 chip in it. Okay, it's freaking powerful. It's 20% powerful and it's available with space gray and silver colors. So this was the first iPad. So the second iPad is iPad mini. Like this iPad has a complete new redesign and I love it. It has a new design, new colors. It has purple, pink, starlight, and space gray, 500 nits brightness and true tone. And just like the iPad Air, this iPad mini has a Touch ID on the power button. Spoiler alert, I hope iPhone had it too. It has a 40% faster CPU, it has an 80% faster GPU, and it finally has a USB Type-C. Oh my gosh! At the front again it has a 12 megapixel ultra wide camera with center stage, and at the back we have 12 megapixel 1.8 aperture camera. It has new speakers, it has 5G, like it's literally like a big iPhone, and it supports second generation Apple Pencil, and it starts from $499. Now let's go to Apple Watch Series 7. It is not actually an Apple Watch, just making that clear. It has 20% more screen area than Series 6, and it is 40% more thinner than Series 6. It is 70% more brighter when you have your wrist down, and now it has a full keyboard. You don't have to go and just like slide your finger. And it is the most durable Apple Watch out there. It has crack resistant screen, it has IP6X dust resistant, and it is still waterproof. It has a new USB Type-C charging cable, and now it will detect when you start biking. And when you fall from the bike, it will give an emergency call. And it will have new colors: midnight, starlight, green, blue, and product red. And it will also be available in silver, graphite, and gold stainless steel, and natural and space black titanium. Who in the world will want titanium in their Apple Watches? It's not gonna be so heavy, but it will cool to have a titanium in your watch. You're gonna be like, look, I have titanium. And it will also have new watch faces and new color bands too. It starts from $399 and it will be available this fall. After the Apple Watches, they started to talk about Apple Fitness Plus. It will be available in 21 countries and it will have meditation and Pilates. Okay, let's talk about iPhones. See that there? I did the Tim Cook thing. The design has the same square-shaped body as iPhone 12s, but the cameras are not vertical, they're arranged diagonally. It has 5 new colors: pink, blue, midnight, starlight, and product red. On the front we have 20% more small notch. 13 and 13 mini has 28% more brighter screen, 800 nits, and the peak brightness is 1200 nits. They both have Super Retina XDR display. This brighter display is 6.1 inch in iPhone 13, but in 13 mini this is 5.4 inch. This new iPhone has a chip called A15. It has 6 cores, 2 high performance, 4 efficiency cores. For the graphics it has 4 cores GPU, and it is 30% faster. So both have 12 megapixels camera. One of them is wide angle lens. That wide angle lens has a 1.6 aperture and it's 26mm focal length. It is 50% more light gathering. This main sensor has sensor shift optical image stabilization. This is the same image stabilization that we saw in 12 Pro Max. And the other camera is ultra wide angle lens. It has an aperture of 2.4 and it has 13mm focal length. So for the video there's something called cinematic mode. This is basically focuses the objects more smoothly to create that cinematic shot. And for the battery life, iPhone 13 mini users will experience 1.2 hours longer than iPhone 12 mini users, and iPhone 13 users will experience 2.5 hours more than iPhone 12. iPhone 13 will be MagSafe compatible, and there's a new MagSafe wallet that has Find Me in it. If you ever lost your wallet and if you bought the new MagSafe wallet, you know where to find it now. iPhone 13 starts from $799 and iPhone 13 mini will start from $699. Okay, let's go to iPhone 13 Pro. It has a stainless steel body and comes with 4 different colors: graphite, gold, silver, and a new blue. I'm a really big fan of a blue. Okay, so let's talk about the performance. This new iPhone 13 Pro has the new A15 chip in it. It has 2 new high performance and 4 new efficiency cores and 50% faster GPU. The display is Super Retina XDR display and it has 1000 nits peak brightness. And the Pro models have something called Pro Motion display. This is basically adaptive frame rate that we saw in Android phones. The screen can be refreshed as low as 100 Hz and up to 120 Hz. We finally have a 120 Hz display. The screen size of the 13 Pro is 6.1 and for the Pro Max is 6.7. Okay, so now cameras. All cameras has a 12 megapixel sensor in it. So the telephoto lens is 77mm focal length and it has 3x optical zoom. The ultra wide camera has 1.8 aperture and an autofocus, and it can also shoot macro photos. The main wide angle lens camera has 1.5 aperture and improvement in low light. And now all the cameras has night mode. The iPhone 13 Pro still has a cinematic mode video shoot, and there's something new coming to iPhone 13 Pros later this year for videography, and it is called ProRes Video. This is basically like uncompressed video, and it's like easier to edit and color correct. If you're not an editor, I don't think you will need it. iPhone 13 users will experience 1.5 hours more than iPhone 12 Pro, and iPhone 13 Pro Max users will experience 2.5 hours more battery life than 12 Pro Max. iPhone 13 starts from $999 and iPhone 13 Pro Max starts from $1099, and there is a 1TB option in Pros. And this was it for the Apple event. And I'm not a very big fan of the iPhone 13s because there's no new innovations. Like every year we get new chips, new screen, better cameras. Like in iPhone 13 they literally just copy and paste that iPhone 12 and just put new things in there and they call it iPhone 13. I'd rather go and buy iPhone 12 in a cheaper price now. Like iPhone 12s are already powerful with the A14 chip. Now with the A15 chip, you're getting more power, and just like they created this infinite loop, they're just putting more power to chips. But what is the end of this? And my biggest advice will be, if you have an iPhone 11 or 12, you don't have to go and buy iPhone 13. Like if you want to buy the iPhone 13 just for the cameras, go buy a DSLR. It will be way cheaper, it will have better sensor. Literally the camera that I'm shooting right now is $100. The sensor is bigger than the 3 cameras iPhone 13 has. So this is going to be the end of my Apple event recap video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!